What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Quant, uh, blockchain agnostic project. You know, I love me some interoperability. I'll get into that in a second. As always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would crush it in this bull cycle. Had you invested $100 into each one when I released the videos and you're still holding those bags, you've been profit for 54k. Adding the 2,600 you invested, you've seen on 56,600. Interestingly, Fusion has run wild in the last week. Hold them all in close positions on more and reinvest into new cryptos. If you want to see what I'm in, you can check out Copy My Cryptos where I share my portfolio. We've had some massive wins recently, and on top of that, I'm already in preparation mode for the bear cycle. Not that that's here yet, but one thing I keep reiterating for everyone is, goddamn, the bank your profits along the way in this cycle. And days like yesterday, or Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, don't bother you as much because you've been banking profits. And do that all the way through. When the bear cycle comes, stay in the market, look for investments, look for cryptos that have got huge potential compared to what their price is. There's so many of those gems around. All I do is try and find them. I already prep it in prep mode at the moment. And when I've got those gems lined up, I'll be sharing all of them with the Copy My Crypto members. So if you want to be a part of it, check it out. Right, Quant, blockchain agnostic, love it, love it. Currently sitting on a 2.3 billion market cap. The high of this year so far was about $393. So Quant is connecting the distributed ledger tech to increase interoperability. That is their main goal. They had a very good ICO back in the day. Now, what they use is something known as Overledger DLT Gateway. Quant is able to seamlessly connect different decentralized networks regardless of which specific DLT they use. Their main product is the Overledger Enterprise platform. That's now in 2.0, by the way. That's now operational. Quant also can support multi-ledger tokens, so that can be provided from your traditional financial institutions, whether they're stablecoins, vouchers, loyalty points, CBDCs. They have a multi-DLT smart contract situation so anyone that wants to start building upon Quant, particularly businesses, they can use these smart contracts, and they can integrate them with the dApps that they want to build. Quant looks very strong. Unlike many layer 2 solutions, Quant's Overledger platform doesn't require any modifications to the base chain in order to integrate it. It's literally plug and play, which puts it in a really strong position compared to a lot of them out there. Quant's the actual token Quant is a utility token. So for one, developers and enterprises need to purchase licenses to use the platform. They pay this in Quant to the Quant treasury. And on top of that, users also need to pay an annual fee in Quant tokens for running a gateway. In return, they receive a cut of transaction fees going through their setup. Now, when you actually take a look at Quant, obviously, it's pretty impressive. It is literally, like I said, blockchain or DAG or whatever, agnostic. It is phenomenal. And they call themselves the world's first DLT gateway for enterprise that delivers interoperability across different systems, networks, and DLTs. Now we're building on this platform to help enterprises, governments, and individuals across the globe benefit from the true potential of an incredibly powerful technology. Now, one thing I will say, they've got a pretty impressive group of partners. So if we run through, NVIDIA is one. So NVIDIA net revenue in 2020 was $10.92 billion. They've also got Hall Hamburg. Hall Hamburg is one of the top universities. They've also got o'Cloud. That's got a market cap of around 100 million, which isn't bad. It's an Australian-based company. And they're also partnered with Saya, I believe. Although that doesn't say that here. Where is it? Yeah, Saya, which is an Italian-based tech company. Saya as well, revenue 748 million euros, which is over pretty close to $1 billion worth. So strong, very strong partnerships, and they're working with a lot of big names, not least of which Amazon, for Amazon Web Services. So yeah, Quant Network's providing the DLT infrastructure for Saya, which again bodes pretty well. Quant's also bringing the DLT interoperability to Oracle. So, an LACC chain. So they've got some pretty strong partnerships. When you go back to Quant as well, by the way, like I said, platform interoperability are key measures here. Interoperability, when you look at it, look at the, let's say, 3 of the top cryptos in the top 100, but you've got 4 to be fair, but you've got Cosmos, very good for interoperability. You've got Polkadot, whole thing is about interoperability. Kusama as well. Quant. Interoperability, like I've always banged on about, is vital. Something being blockchain agnostic makes the appeal far greater, not only as an investment but as a tech to deliver on. So yeah. Now their focus is on business. Yeah. So they want to make sure that their tech can be utilized by as many businesses and potentially governments as possible. Challenges facing mass adoption, fairly obvious. We've seen and discussed all of these on the channel at one point or another. This one in particular, no interconnection between systems. That's why I hate the Ethereum killer narrative. So this tech, this plug and play tech, looks perfect for enterprises. It'll be interesting to see if individuals, and if we start seeing DeFi applications that start developing upon. Quant's biggest focus right now is drawing in developers to start utilizing the platform more and more and more. And that would be good to see for a number of reasons. Is a growing ecosystem only bodes well for long-term perspective and long-term survival of these kind of crypto, of any crypto. Not these kind, this is actually very good. So yeah, I mean, I like this. I do like this. So there's only ever going to be about 14 and a bit million of these tokens, 14.6 million. Right now there's 12 in this market, in this cycle. God, I mean, trying to predict anything in this cycle at the moment. I'll come back to that. So they've also got CQ, which is just, I don't think I actually talked about this, did I? CQ makes the analysis of multi distributed ledger tech transaction patterns easy for tax authorities, regulatory bodies, and other agencies. It can be used to simplify self-declarations, enforcement, or AML CTF operations. So it uses Overledger to compile a full transaction history for all in scope DLTs. These histories are unspooled into a cloud-based graph database for use by front-end Seek applications, such as Seek, Explore, or web-based analysis, visualization, and case management tool. This is available to Overledger customers as an optional module, and is integrated with Overledger. So again, Very good tool for, particularly for businesses. You got an enterprise, you got businesses developed upon this, and now they've got a tool that immediately tracks the transactions, making everything easier for taxes. And taxes are a pain in the arse, particularly with regards to crypto, for businesses. You know, either you pay for us, and that minimizes the work the accountant has to do, which saves you money. Very good, very, very good. Yeah, I like it. I really do like it. And their use cases, I mean, they run through the typical use cases. Um, you know, potentially enabling CBDCs, unlocking the potential for stablecoins for commercial banks. We've seen that with JP Morgan coin, Wells Fargo coin. And to be fair, their tech is set up for these kind of tokens. Yeah, standard stuff though. You know what you're going to get. And there you go, top interoperability. Oh, yeah. So Cosmos, Quant, icons one, obviously weirdly Polkadot and Kusama not there, but you know that the entire point of the ecosystem there is about interoperability. Yeah, I mean, anything to do with interoperability to some, as long as the tech is good, and this is clearly very good. Yeah, I'm bullish on in the long term. In the long term, because in 5-10 years, all of these blockchains, all DAG networks, all of these are going to actually be interoperable. So Quant can be at the fore of that, which would be good. In this cycle, if we're still in a bull cycle, which looks like we are, you know, at least the Bitcoin certainly recovered reasonably well yesterday after the lows that it started the day at. If we're still in a bull cycle, Quant could still feasibly 3 or 4x from here. You know, 4x, you're looking at what, 9.2 billion market cap. Definitely achievable. Its high so far this year was 393. I'd be expecting it to at the very least regain that ground, but yeah, I think cautiously I would say 3x from here. Would you put it at 6.9 billion market cap? Call it $7 billion market cap. So yeah, 3x. But this is one where, again, I would be very, very intrigued to see how this retraces, because obviously for the past couple of years, it's been pretty low price-wise, right? Pretty low. So, I mean, it only launched, to be fair, properly in 2018. But say if this coin retraces down to double digits, which I'd expect it will, depending on the double digit that it retraces to, because if it was 60 or 80 bucks, maybe not, but it's retracing down to the low, you know, the 20s, the 30s. It's going to be a very good investment in the bear cycle, because interoperable blockchains and tech are going to be what are the most important over the next 5 years in terms of the technology and the platforms being accessible to everyone. So yeah, it could end up being a beast, like a real beast as an investment in the bear cycle. But in this cycle, I still think it'll hit 3x. I think 3x is fair. Yeah. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you're all keeping well. It's nice to see the market recover somewhat from, like I said, that rough ride that we had Friday night and Saturday morning. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, if you're new to crypto, then you may want to check out what I have. You can go to Copy My Crypto, like I said, where I share my portfolio. One that has had some really good wins recently, and to be fair, throughout the year. But one thing that I'm doing at the moment is laying the groundwork for, like in my spare time, laying the groundwork and the planning for bear cycle stuff. Bank your profits along the way in this bull cycle, for the love of God. Because when the bear cycle kicks in, and it will kick in, coins are going to be hugely undervalued, hugely undervalued compared to what they are going to be in the following bull cycle. And when I find them, I'll share them with a couple of my crypto members. And if you want to learn about them, like I said, you can check it out. All right, take it easy. Bye bye.